Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video we're going to look at factoring out a common factor to factor a quadratic. These ones are a little bit more difficult because the number in front of x squared after we factor out the common factor is still going to be greater than 1. So let's look at this first one. It says factor 24x squared minus 54. Well, an interesting thing happens here if we both are factorable by 6. So if you factor out a 6 here, well, then we can rewrite this as 6, times, in parentheses here, it's going to be 4x squared minus 9. Okay, and this fits the difference of squares pattern. So what we can do now is we can, the square root of 4x squared is 2x. The square root of 9 is 3. So this can factor into 6 times 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. All right, and there we go. We've got the factored form of this one. Okay, so that was one. You would have had to play around with the numbers a bit to get it to work. If you didn't see that both were divisible by 6 and you get this difference of squares pattern here. Okay, let's look at another problem. All right, so this one we got 27x squared plus 36x plus 12. Okay, each of these is divisible by 3. And I'm going to get a 9x squared here. And the last term I'm going to get a 4. So this might be a perfect square trinomial. So if we factor out a 3, we're going to get 9x squared. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So plus 12x. Then plus 4. Okay, so I have a different video on this channel about this factoring perfect square trinomials, but if I take the square root of this, so square root of 9x squared is going to be 3x, and we call that a, right? I take the square root of this, which is 2, we call that b. Okay, so it's 2. Well, a perfect square trinomial follows the pattern a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's going to equal a plus b squared. All right, so we want to see if that fits the pattern because we have essentially, if a is 3x, we have a squared here. If b is 2, we have b squared here. So what would 2ab be? Well, 2 times a times b. In this case, it's going to equal 2 times 3x times 2. So that's going to be 6x times 2. That's going to be 12x. Well, look at that. We've got 12x right there. So this does fit the pattern of a perfect square trinomial. It is a perfect square trinomial here. And therefore, we can factor it into 3 times 3x plus 2 squared. All right, and that's my solution for that one. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe.